Sometimes people say, what would we do is the will of God. No. If I'm doing something wrong, this is not the will of God. Prabhupada says in the next verse 37 of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is explaining, Shri Bhagavan Vacha, Kamesha Krodesha Rajogun Samudbhava Mahachano Mahatpapa Vidhi Enam Hi Varinam. Arjun, this is lust, which arise in contact with the material mode of passion, then turns into wrath, and which is the all-devouring sinful enemy of this material world. This lust is all-devouring sinful enemy. And we have to understand this. We have to head towards purity. We have to purify our existence. Shuddhena satta. And that can only be purified when I will be able to free myself from lusty desires. As long as lusty desires are there, my consciousness is polluted. I cannot think properly. In the chapter 39 of 3rd verse, Lord is saying, Avratam jnanam etena jnanino nitvarina kamrupena kaunteya dushparena nalenacha. Our real knowledge, jnana, is covered with this lust, which is never satisfied. If somebody thinks, if I satisfy my lust and desire, just like burning fire, you pour some fuel in that, it will increase the fire, not decrease. If one tries to satisfy his lusty desires, he will be very badly entangled into this, and then until the mercy of pure devotees like Srila Prabhupada, one take to this process of bhakti, which is unallied bhakti, unmotivated, uninterrupted, then gradually he can get out of this situation and situate himself properly. So devotees, we have to understand the purpose of our life. Purpose of our life is not to make a permanent home in a temporary place, but to devise plans which are prescribed in the scriptures, which are explained by Prabhupada, to get out of here. The demon Rishta wanted to kill Krishna and Balram. Thus he assumed the form of a huge bull with sharp horns. Everyone in Krishna's cowherd village became terrified when Arishtasura approached it. But the Lord pacified them, and when the bull demon charged him, he seized him by the horns and threw him about 6 yards. Though weakened, Arishta still wanted to attack Krishna. Thus, dripping with sweat, he charged the Lord once again. This time Krishna grabbed his horns, threw him to the ground, and thrashed him like a pile of wet clothing. The demon vomited blood and gave up his life. Then Krishna and Ram is Balram, while being honored by the demigods and the cowherd boys, returned to the village. A short time later, Narada Muni, the great sage among the demigods, came to see King Kamsa. He informed the king that Krishna and Balram were not Nanda's son, but rather Vasudev's. It was out of fear of Kamsa that Vasudeva had put the two boys under Nanda's care. Furthermore, said Narada, Kamsa would meet his death at their hands. Kamsa shook with fear and anger when he heard all this, and in great agitation he began thinking of how to destroy Krishna and Balram. This is demonic nature, how to kill Krishna and Balram. The demon always think like this. All the demons, you see the different pastimes, Krishnas, they want to kill Krishna. Because they have no brain that Krishna is all-powerful personality of God and we cannot kill him. In spite of killing him, why don't we come to the shelter of Krishna? Why don't we become his devotee? But demoniac nature, their sinful activities won't let them think like that. It is similar to our position. As long as we stay demoniac, then we cannot think properly. We have to become devotee. Devotion, bhakti. Devotion to Krishna will arouse the emotions. And emotions will help us to meet Krishna, to think of Krishna properly, to understand Krishna. Kamsa shook with fear and anger when he heard all this, and in great agitation he began thinking of how to destroy Krishna and Balaram. He called for the demons Chanura and Mustika and instructed them to kill the two brothers in a wrestling match. Then he spoke to Akrura, who was expert at executing his duties. Taking Akrura by the hand, Kamsa persuaded him to go to Braja to bring the two boys to Mathura. Akrura agreed to carry out Kamsa's order and then return home. Devotees, now demon Kamsa is planning to kill Krishna. And there was wrestling. Wrestling is there in India also. Here is different kind of wrestling. India different kind of wrestling. So wrestling was arranged. Two big wrestlers, Mustika and Chanura. They were very big. So many people were watching this wrestling. And the two boys, Krishna and Balaram, people started shouting this injustice. Little boys, how they are going to fight this big Mustika and Chanura. How they are going to fight? But Krishna, Balaram, they killed one. They killed these two big wrestlers. And when these two big wrestlers were killed, then Krishna came to Kamsa. Now the Kamsa's turn was there. Now Kamsa started running here and there. But Krishna caught hold of him, sat on his chest and beat his fist 3-4 times. Kamsa left his body. So those demons, those were killed by Krishna, they were also sent back home, back to Godhead. So devotees, there is another devotee. He was grandson of Yudhishthira Bhim. He was grandson of Bhim. What was his name? Barbarik. Barbarik was the grandson of Bhishma, Bhimsen. So Barbarik, he was dear to his grandma. What was her name? Hardimba. Dimba Gadimba, Hardimba. The Rakshasi, but she has become devotee after marrying to Bhima. So Hardimba liked her grandson very much. She used to tell the purpose of life is to attain Krishna, is to become devotee of Krishna and return back home, back to Godhead. So then Barbarik asked a question to his grandma. Grandma, if one cannot perfect his life as a devotee and return back home, then Krishna will give him birth again. Again he will become a devotee. So then Barbaric asking to Hidimba that it's not any other easy way to attain salvation. She replied, she said, if one gets killed by Krishna, he has to go back home, back to Godhead. He said, okay, then I will get killed by Krishna. I said, how you will? Krishna won't kill you like this. No, no, I will get killed. Then he performed great austerity. Barbaric, great austerity. He attained so many powers. He got so many powers. When this battle of Kurukshetra was declared, there's going to be fight between Kauravas and Pandavas. Barbaric, with this bow and arrow, he has 3 arrows only. Ride on his chariot, he was going. Supreme Lord Sri Krishna assumed the form of a Brahman, and he came before the Barbaric. He said, Barbaric, Brahman, you know my name? Krishna said, yes, I know your name. Who you are? He said, I am the Prohit, Pandit of Pandavas. Where are you going? I am going to take part in the battle. Which side you will fight? He said, those who were loser, those who were losing the battle, I am going to help them. But where is your army? He said, I don't need army. I have 3 arrows only. 1 arrow is sufficient. Yeah? Brahman Devata, you want to see my power? Yes. Then Barbaric got out of the chariot and he put 1 arrow on the bow and chanting mantra like doing like this. And Lord Krishna in the form of Brahman, he took one, and Barbaric, before he started doing this, he said, see this very big banyan tree? I said, yes. How many leaves are there? Nobody can count. You see my power, what I will do. Barbaric, he put the arrow on the bow and started chanting some mantra. Lord Krishna went further. He took 1 leaf of banyan tree in his hand, 1 underneath his feet. So he released the arrow. What happened? 1 arrow has put the holes on all the leaves of the tree. All the leaves had hole. And with the leaf which was in the hand of Krishna, it has a hole also. And other leaf which was underneath his foot, there was a hole in him, in that leaf also. So see the power. Oh. Krishna said, yes, you are very powerful. He said, with 1 arrow I can kill everyone. So one thing, Lord said that if Pandavas will be the loser, so then I will help them. And if the Kauravas will be the loser, then I will help them. So then Krishna asked this question. If Dharma is not with the Kauravas, then he said, that I don't know. Whoever will be the loser, I am going to help him. Lord said, this is not good. Anyway, I am going to do this. So, when he was very adamant, Barbaric, then Krishna released his chakra, cut off his head. No, he's laughing. Barbaric, the reason I cut off your head because you are going to side with the Kauravas, because they are going to be the loser. They are not going to win this battle because Dharma is not with them. So then what happened? That Barbaric said, my Lord, I wanted to be killed by you. This was my desire. I knew who you are and I will attain salvation. Lord said, Barbaric, I am very pleased with you. What benediction you want? My Lord, first thing I wanted to be killed by you. Second thing, I wanted to see this battle of Kurukshetra. Krishna said, all right, so be it. Your head will stay alive, go on the tree, and you will see the whole battle. And then he saw the whole battle fighting with the Kauravas and Pandavas. So Krishna is very, very kind, very, very merciful. There is no more kind. What is this? Huh? Should I finish? Govinda says, yes, you finish. No. Who's shouting? Zoom. Radhika.
Yes.
Why you're shouting?
Oh, I'm not shouting.
Whoa.
I'm shouting it in ecstasy.
Thank you, Radhika Mata.
It's good for you to be here and have your association. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. My pleasure. So, Krishna is very merciful. All merciful personality of Godhead. And by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we have this information, which is based on the revealed Vedic scriptures. Now, by taking the shelter of Srila Prabhupada, first, never forget taking shelter of Srila Prabhupada, because he is the personality who fulfilled the prophecy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord Chaitanya, what he said, Prithi Vityacho Yatra Nagaradi Gram Sarvatra Prachar Hoib Moronam. In all the town and villages of the world, not India, all Sarvatra, all over the world, my name will be preached. Lord Chaitanya predicted more than 500 years back. Then who fulfilled this prophecy? Srila Prabhupada. So Prabhupada is very, very special devotee. Not very, but very special devotees. No match. He is matchless. His gift is matchless. He is matchless himself. You must have heard of only Prabhupada, but Krishna kindly, Madan Mohan kindly, let me be with him. I saw him very closely. Oh, such a great soul is very rare. And I only miss in my life Srila Prabhupada, nothing else. Prabhupada was so lovable personality, so wonderful, because he was transcendentally situated. He was on the transcendent. He was on the transcendental plane. He was not on the mundane material plane. He was always with Krishna, always thinking of him. This I have noticed in several different happenings. So we have to take Prabhupada's shelter. We have to pray for his mercy. And if he is kind, actually he is very kind. We are unkind to ourselves. And he will bestow his mercy upon us. Then only we will be able to progress further on this path of devotion. Never forget this. So, Akrura was sent to get the Krishna Balram. Planning was to kill them. When Akrura was taking Krishna Balram to Mathura from Vrindavan, gopis, the great devotees, devotion of gopis has no match. They were great saints and sages in the form of gopis. They were not ordinary women. They have taken as ordinary girls, village girls, but they were transcendental personalities also. When Akrura was taking Krishna Balaram on the chariot, gopis said, my dear Krishna, now you have decided to leave us, leaving Vrindavan. You are the independent personality of Godhead. We cannot stop you. But one thing, we won't be able to survive. We won't be able to live without you. So you do one favor to us. You drive this rath above us. She lied down in front of the rath, chariot, and we will leave our bodies by having your darshan. Then Krishna has to utter these words. Gopis, I am indebted to you. Gopiyo, मैं तुम्हारा ऋणी हूं. What is that? Love and devotion. What else one can give to Krishna? Everything belongs to Krishna. Nothing belongs to us. When I was born, what I brought with me, with hand closed. When I will leave, hand will be open. I didn't bring anything with me, I'm not going to take anything. But here I have become, oh, I belong, this thing belongs to me, this land belongs to me, this is my bank, nothing. This is all material mind, unclean mind. And when mind is purified, when Prabhupada was asked this question by one person, Swamiji, you gave up everything for the service of Krishna. What was the answer of Prabhupada? Yes, I gave up. No. He said, what was mine which I gave up? Nothing was mine. But I brought with me, but I'm going to take with me. There's saying in Hindi, Tera tere arpan kya lage mera. Your things I'm offering to you. Just like one example given by Prabhupada. Little boy, Prabhupada, he says, Lojanse toffees, candy. Few candies father gives to the son. Our son becomes very happy. Out of those few candies, few toffees, he pick up one and give to the father. Father will take or not? What is the answer? Huh? He will take the candy from son or not? Yes. He will. Because he is giving out of love. Similarly, everything belongs to Krishna. Krishna has given. And whatever he has given to us, out of love we will offer to him, he will accept. This is what is needed. This is what Prabhupada said to that person. What was mine? This is pure thinking of pure devotees. Our thinking is polluted because of lust. Our thinkings are not good. So we have to offer everything unto the lotus feet of Krishna, work for him, do everything for his pleasure, serve him. Like Navda Bhakti, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Krishna same. Vishnu is an expansion of Krishna. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Bandhanam, Sakhyam, Dasyam, Atman Nivedanam. 9 processes of different devotional service. In the end, we totally surrender unto the lotus feet of Krishna. Like Arjuna has surrendered before. Arjuna was saying, my Lord, I don't want to fight. He put his bow and arrow, Gandiv Dhanush. He put Gandiv bow down. Because he's a family member. He was a devotee. He was a pure personality. He refused to fight. Then Krishna explained everything. Why to fight? Why to fight? Krishna answers all the questions. Then in the 18th chapter, Arjuna is saying, Nashta moha smriti labdha tvat prasadat me achyuta sthito asmi gat sandeha karise vachanam tava. My Lord, my attachment is gone. Nashta moha. We are all in moha. We are attached to this miserable material world. My attachment is gone and my remembrance has come back. Because of this moha, attachment, our remembrance is not working. Nashta moha smriti labdha, by your mercy. Tat prasadat mayachana. Sito asmi, I am not properly situated. Gat sandeha, all the doubts are gone. Karise vachanam tava. I will follow your commandments. Whatever you will say, I will do that. So, we are all in a moha, attachment. Arjuna didn't want to fight. because he was attached. Then by Krishna's mercy, he was detached, now he is ready to fight. So we are also in moha, attachment with this miserable material world because of our lusty to fulfilling, after fulfilling our lusty desires, we have developed so many attachments, so many nonsense thinking, this, that, and now by coming to the shelter of Sri Krishna, by worshipping Krishna with love and devotion, gradually our consciousness will be purified. And then we will be able to think properly. Oh, I am not supposed to do anything here. I am not from here. There were two devotees in Maharashtra, husband and wife. And they were very, very poor, living hand to mouth, but pure devotees. They were seen by another devotee and Namdev. And they were complaining to the Lord, my Lord, they are your pure devotees, but they are so poor. But then Lord said to Namdev, actually my devotees, they don't want anything. He said, my Lord, you don't give them. No, so no, I give, they don't take. Okay, you want me to give them something? Husband was, their name was Ranka and Banka. Ranka and Banka, husband and wife. Lord put a pile of gold coins on the path and both hide behind the tree. And when husband came, Ranka, he saw gold coins. They were very poor, living hand to mouth. If we take these gold coins, then we will only think of them, we won't be able to think of Krishna. But my wife is coming, if she will say, Krishna, send these gold coins, let us take, have a nice house, live properly, then I won't be able to say no. Then Ranka started putting dirt on the gold coins, covering the out of sight, out of mind. When he was covering those gold coins, wife saw that my husband is putting dirt on the gold coins. She said, my husband, what are you doing? You're putting the dirt on the dirt? She was more advanced than him. He felt bad. I was thinking he will ask me to take, but she is more advanced than me. So devotees, those who are real wealth of the holy name, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. They won't be after temporary things, So we have to be for real wealth, cultivate Krishna conscious, chant Hare Krishna. Lord Chaitanya said about chanting, Uthite, Vasite, Khaite, Shuite, standing, sitting, eating, sleeping. Yatha tatha naam le, just chant Hare Krishna. Desh kal niyam nahi. It's not that no you can chant, you cannot chant. Sarv siddhi hai, you will attain all perfections. All perfections will come when we will chant Hare Krishna and purify our consciousness. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Lord Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram Ram. Hare Hare. Jai Sri Krishna. Chaitanya. Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita. Gadadhar. Shri Vasadi. Gaur Bhakta. Vrinda. Nama Om. Vishnu Padaya. Krishna Prishtaya. Bhutale. Srimate. Bhakti Vedanta. Swami. iti namane namaste gauravani pracharane nirvishesha shunyavadi paschatya destarne. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Any question, any comments anybody has?
I have a little question, Maharaj. We have so much information about Krishna, especially today. So what is the fastest way to enter into the Leela? What would you say? That we can enter into the Leela?
You understood the question?
She's saying we have so much information about Krishna today. And then she's asking, what is the fastest way to enter into the Leela of Krishna?
Fastest way, eh?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Fastest way is that fastly you become pure devotee of Krishna, free yourself all the anarthas, past karmas, and then you will meet him. You will enter to the Leela of Krishna.
I think chanting Hare Krishna is the fastest.
Huh?
I think chanting on the mala is the fastest way.
Chanting Hare Krishna is the fastest way.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Okay? Yes. Given to her. Huh? She wanted some story of Gaur Lila. Okay, what is his question?
Different mic. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Wonderful class. You speak so eloquently and clearly and engagingly. You can't take your ears off what you. In the introduction, it mentioned that Narada Muni informed Kamsa that Krishna wasn't actually Nanda's son, but was Vasudev's. It's kind of peculiar. Any reason, any idea why he would have asked, he would have told Kamsa that?
Because...
And just addition to it, if that Narada has told Kamsa that he is not Vasudev's son, doesn't he go to kill the Vasudeva? How dare you took away what you did and get angry on Vasudeva?
Actually, Naradji, whatever he does, his activities are transcendental. Because he is a pure devotee. So, Kamsa comes to know the truth, then he fight with Krishna and get killed by him. Demons should not stay much. Well, as long as they are on earth, just create a disturbance, nothing else. This was the idea behind it.
Or he's always thinking of Krishna.
Yes.
Thank you.
Welcome, Haribol. Yes. Gaur Lila. Who?
Maharaj was saying Putna, she went to kill Krishna, but Krishna took the life air out of Putna and she sent her to the same destination as
Mother Dev, yeah.
I mean, their activities were on two opposite spectra, right? One was loving Krishna completely and one tried to kill Krishna. In the end, they both got the same destination. Why is that and how do we understand?
It's Krishna's greatness. Even one who is very, very sin-filled by Krishna, he is also gets salvation. But you have to become the high-class demon then. Like Barbaric, he became so powerful demon, powerful in his, only one arrow, he shot one arrow and made the hole on all the leaves of banyan tree. You become pure devotee. Otherwise I will set you right. Okay? Hare Krishna.
Anybody in the Zoom land?
And Gaur Lila.
Zoom land?
Nobody.
Zoomland, can you hear me?
No. Zoomland cannot hear you.
They can hear you, Maharaj.
So, Gaur Leela, वासुदेव घोष बोले करी जोड़ा हाथ, जय गौर से कृष्ण से जगन्नाथ. One who is Gaur, he is Krishna and he is Jagannath. In a Gaur Leela, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there is one song. Jaya Jaya Jagannath Sachidanandan Jaya Jaya Jagannath Sachidanandan Tribhuvane Kore Jar Charana Bandhan Charana Bandhan नीला चले शंख चक्र गदा पद्मधार नदिया नागरे दंड कमंडलुकार नदिया नागर के हो बोले पूर्वे रावण बदीला गोलोकेरा भैवव लीला प्रकाश करीला गोलोकेरा भैवव लीला श्री राधार भावे एवे गौर अवतार हरे कृष्ण नाम गौरा करीला प्रचार हरे कृष्ण नाम गौरा करीला प्रचार जय जय जगन्नाथ सचिदानंद वासु घोष बोले करी जोड़ा जय गौर से कृष्ण से जगन्नाथ गौर से कृष्ण से जगन्नाथ. Lord Chaitanya, he assumed the form of a devotee. His father's name was Jagannath Mishra. Mother was Sachi Devi. Jaya Jaya Jagannath Sachidanandan Tribhuvane Korijar Charana Bandhan. In all the three worlds, Lord Gauranga is glorified. In Nilachal, Jagannath Puri assumed the four-arm form. Lord Jagannath has four-arm. Nilachale Shankha Chakra Gada Padmadhar Nadiya Nagare Danda Kamandalukar. In Navdev, he hold a staff, sannyas danda, and water pot. He became sannyasi. This he did, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to deliver the fallen people of this Kali Yuga. We are too much attached to the miserable material world, to the sense enjoyment and so many dirty things. So to show us, Lord has become his sannyasi. He renounced everything. He was married at the age of 24. At the age of 24, he took the sannyas. He was married earlier, first by Lakshmi Priya, then Vishnu Priya. Keho bole purve Ravana badila. Before, same Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Ravan killed the Ravan as a Ram. Gaulokera Bhaiva Lila Prakash Karila. Then he displayed the pastime of Gaulok Dham, about Gaulok Vrindavan. as a Krishna before this age, Dwapara Yugas. Then Sri Radhar Bhave Eve Gaura Avatar. Now Gaura has appeared in the mood of Radharani. Hare Krishna Nam Gaura Karila Prachar. And is preaching this Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare. Then Vasudev Ghosh is showing. वासुदेव घोष बोले करी जोड़ा हाथ जय गौर सही कृष्ण सही जगन्नाथ. With folded hands, Srila Vasu Ghosh Thakur is saying that one who was Gaur, he is Krishna, he is Jagannath. Same person, no difference. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Hare Bol. Hare Bol.
Today